Have you ever wondered what lies in the darkest corners of our world? Places where history, tragedy, and mystery collide to create chilling landscapes you wouldn't dare step foot in. Welcome to the unknown, where we reveal the hidden, the terrifying, and the downright shocking. Today, we're exploring 7 of the scariest places on Earth: abandoned cities, haunted forests, and forsaken islands that hold secrets too dark for most to uncover. From the eerie silence of deserted towns to legends that have terrified generations, these places will make your skin crawl. Our first stop is Pripyat, Ukraine, a city frozen in time after the catastrophic Chernobyl nuclear disaster of 1986. Once home to over 50,000 residents, Pripyat was evacuated within hours after the explosion, leaving behind everything: homes, schools, toys, even meals still on tables. Walking through the abandoned streets today, you can see crumbling apartment buildings and rusted Ferris wheels, silent witnesses to the lives abruptly lost. Radiation levels have decreased over the decades, but the sense of desolation is overwhelming. Ghostly echoes of laughter from playgrounds long abandoned, the flickering shadows of what was once a thriving city. It's as if time itself has stopped here. Tourists brave enough to visit report a surreal and unsettling atmosphere. Cameras malfunction unexpectedly, and many swear they feel a presence watching them. Pripyat isn't just abandoned, it's haunted by the invisible remnants of tragedy. The city remains a stark reminder that sometimes the most terrifying places are those left behind by human disaster. Next, we travel to Aokigahara Forest in Japan, ominously known as the Suicide Forest. Located at the base of Mount Fuji, this dense woodland has earned a fearsome reputation for centuries, both in folklore and in modern times. Aokigahara's trees grow so thickly that sunlight barely reaches the forest floor, creating an eternal gloom. Legends tell of Uri, the spirits of those who died here, wandering among the twisted roots and silent paths. Sadly, the forest has also become notorious as a place where people end their own lives. Signs at the entrances plead for visitors to seek help, but the chilling atmosphere is inescapable once you step inside. Visitors often report strange sensations, whispers in the wind, sudden chills, and an overwhelming feeling of being watched. Explorers claim compasses malfunction within the forest, and some who venture too deep emerge disoriented or lost. Aokigahara is a terrifying combination of natural beauty and human sorrow, a place where the line between legend and reality blurs. Our third stop is Poveglia Island in Italy, a small landmass in the Venetian lagoon with a dark history that has earned it the title of the most haunted island in the world. For centuries, it was a quarantine station for victims of the plague, where the sick were sent to die and their bodies were burned in mass pyres. Later, it became a mental asylum, where cruel experiments and horrific treatment of patients reportedly took place. Local legends claim the tortured souls of the deceased still haunt the decaying buildings, with screams heard echoing across the water at night. Visitors describe an oppressive sense of dread as they approach the island. Even boats passing by feel an inexplicable chill, and many report sudden feelings of nausea, dizziness, or anxiety. Access is heavily restricted, but the stories persist. Shadows moving in the windows, sudden whispers in empty halls, and the lingering scent of smoke and decay. Poveglia Island is not just a place abandoned by humans. It's a location where history and horror are inseparably intertwined. Next, we journey to the Sedlec Ossuary in the Czech Republic, a tiny chapel unlike any other. Known as the Bone Church, it is decorated with the skeletons of over 40,000 people. Every chandelier, every garland, every intricate decoration is crafted entirely from human bones. The bones were exhumed during the Black Death and later the Hussite Wars, and while it might sound macabre, the ossuary stands as both a memorial and a chilling spectacle. Walking inside, the atmosphere is surreal. The air seems heavier, and the mere sight of chandeliers made entirely of skulls is enough to unsettle even the bravest visitor. For centuries, people have whispered that the spirits of the deceased remain in the chapel, unwilling to leave. Tourists often report an unshakable feeling of being watched, and photographs sometimes capture strange shadows that cannot be explained. The Sedlec ossuary is a stark reminder that death can become a haunting work of art. Across the Atlantic, in Philadelphia, lies the Eastern State Penitentiary, a prison notorious for its brutal history and ghostly reputation. Opened in 1829, it housed some of America's most dangerous criminals, including Al Capone. The prison was designed with solitary confinement in mind, forcing inmates into extreme isolation, often leading to madness. The crumbling cell blocks and long, shadowed corridors now serve as a chilling reminder of the cruelty inflicted within these walls. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported hearing disembodied footsteps, chains rattling, and sudden cold spots in empty cells. Shadowy figures are frequently seen in photographs, and some claim to have felt hands grab them in the darkness. The penitentiary is no longer in use, but its reputation as one of the most haunted locations in the United States continues to grow. In the arid deserts of northern Chile lies the Humberstone Ghost Town, a once thriving nitrate mining town abandoned in the 1960s. Today, its crumbling buildings and empty streets tell a story of sudden decline and forgotten lives. At its peak, Humberstone was bustling with families, schools, and factories. But as demand for natural nitrate fell, the town emptied almost overnight. Walking through the remnants, the silence is deafening. Abandoned homes, broken furniture, and rusted mining equipment create an atmosphere of eerie desolation. Tourists often report hearing voices carried by the wind, doors creaking, and fleeting shadows that vanish when approached. The ghost town is a stark reminder that prosperity can vanish, leaving behind only echoes of the past, and sometimes restless spirits. Finally, we visit Bhangarh Fort in India, officially labeled as one of the most haunted places in the country. Built in the 17th century, the fort is surrounded by legends of curses and misfortune. Local lore claims that a magician cursed the town after being spurned by a princess, dooming anyone who sets foot inside. Today, the fort lies in ruins, and entry after sunset is legally prohibited. Visitors report strange apparitions, sudden drops in temperature, and feelings of anxiety that seem impossible to explain. Shadows move in the corners of eyes, whispers echo through the empty halls, and some claim to have been touched by unseen hands. Whether you believe in curses or not, Bhangarh Fort is a place where fear lingers in every stone. For centuries, it has attracted thrill seekers and paranormal enthusiasts alike, all hoping to glimpse the unknown, and many leave with stories they will never forget. These are just a few of the scariest places on Earth, where tragedy, mystery, and the unexplained create environments that are both fascinating and terrifying. From abandoned cities and haunted forests to cursed forts and churches of bones, the world is full of secrets that most people will never dare to uncover. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to subscribe to The Unknown and hit the notification bell. There's a whole world of shocking facts, horror stories, and mysteries waiting to be revealed. Remember, some truths are stranger and scarier than fiction.